Yeah. So if your child has Parkinson's, cerebral palsy, or if your grandmother has Parkinson's, according to Rahm Emanuel's brother, Dr. Ezekiel Emanuel, who was the brother of White House Chief of Staff Rahm, who is now a mole inside the White House. He's a health policy advisor at the OMB. He's a member of the Federal Council on Comparative Effectiveness Research, whatever that means. He says that doctors take their Hippocratic Oath too seriously. This is the compassionate Ezekiel Emanuel. That's Rahm's brother. He says doctors take the Hippocratic Oath too seriously. And he says doctors should look beyond the needs of their patients and consider social justice. Those are progressive words, social justice, such as whether the money could be better spent on somebody else. So in other words, if you have a grandmother with Parkinson's who's had a good life, that money could be better spent on a young Mexican illegal alien. After all, that young Mexican illegal alien has not yet had a long, good life. So according to Rahm Emanuel's brother, Ezekiel Emanuel, your grandmother should not be treated for Parkinson's, but that money should be spent on the illegal alien 5-year-old, perhaps because that child has a longer road ahead. And we need social justice. And, of course, if eventually you have to take a communitarianism approach, according to Ezekiel Emanuel, communitarianism, that will guide you. And he said that medical care should be reserved for the non-disabled, and it should not be given to those who are, quote, irreversibly prevented from being or becoming participating citizens. So, in other words, this is very close to dear Adolf's healthcare system. As you well know, the social justice, Adolf Hitler was a social justice giver. And Hitler believed in social justice, too. And Hitler didn't want to guarantee health services to patients who were not participating citizens. And so he started to euthanize disabled people. I don't know if you know this. Before the Jews were rounded up and exterminated by Hitler started to exterminate the mentally incompetent and the disabled in good old Germany in the 1930s. But the average German was so appalled by the program of euthanizing the handicapped in Germany that good old Adolf and Hermann Goering stopped killing such people and went on to killing somebody else. But, of course, it can't happen here because Ezekiel Emanuel is not Hitler. Rahm Emanuel is not Hitler. These are good, honest, wonderful men who believe in the fair American way. And so if your grandmother has Parkinson's or a child has cerebral palsy, you can definitely understand that there will be discrimination against them. Of course, it will not be discrimination in the sense that you know it to be discrimination, because it will be framed as social justice. Now, of course, if you go and try to appeal to the government while they're euthanizing your child by not giving them the care that they need, you will be considered un-American by Nancy Pelosi, and perhaps you will be rounded up and put into an internment camp for, an interminable period of time. You see, there are internment camps being planned. You may not understand it because you didn't see it on CBS News. But I direct you to an article that came out over the weekend that will scare you to death. It came out on WorldNet Daily. I put it up on michaelsavage.com. Now you say, well, they're making it up. They're just scaring you. No. It's an ad for National Guardsmen to run internment camps.
Savage.
But if you actually read what Rahm Emanuel's brother Ezekiel has written, and we're talking about publications he's written for, such as the JAMA, June 18th, 2008, where he says doctors take the Hippocratic Oath too seriously. In the Hastings Center report, Rahm Emanuel's brother Ezekiel Emanuel says that we should have communitarianism decisions. And he says medical care should be reserved for the non-disabled, not those who are irreversibly prevented from being or becoming participating citizens. You know, I could see why that father whose son has MS, muscular dystrophy, tried to confront Dingell. I had a brother who was born disabled, so to speak, but so severely disabled that he couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't hear. Well, they say he couldn't hear, but I whistled to him and he heard me, but I don't want to go into that stuff. He was blind, and he was totally, just that's the way it was. Well, I guess to Dr. Ezekiel Emanuel, my brother Jerome should have been euthanized at birth because it cost a lot of money to take care of Jerome. Two guys are. Joining us right now is Dr. Frank Rosenblum, who is a brilliant man. Dr. Rosenblum wrote an article that published last week called Obama, the Modern-Day Roman Tyrant, which inclinations towards a tyranny. But, as a doctor, let me just open it up. I mean, you know what Ezekiel Emanuel has written, right? You've seen this article?
I do. I have, unfortunately, yes.
Does he really mean this, that we should that the government will cut off any care to non-participating citizens?
I completely believe he means it. As you know, Michael, and you've said so many times, this is about an ideology. This is not about medical care. This is about making all of us dependent. And it's about doing things that will be best for the collective. This is, where Obama and his minions are getting their talking points is the Communist Manifesto. Just put it up. And there it is.
Well, wait, let's slow down, because I believe you, because I've studied them, but the average person is going to turn the radio off when you say that. I know that it's true. What in the world does Rahm Emanuel's brother Ezekiel Emanuel mean by communitarianism? What in the world is that?
Well, the most important thing is the community. Individuals are not very important. Basically, you can sacrifice individuals for the good of the collective, for the good of the whole. And so communitarianism means that you look at the whole population as a community, and you set out the goals for the community, like the 5-year plans, et cetera. And then, people can be killed, people can be sacrificed, people can be pushed away and pushed aside, so that those particular goals, those socialistic, communistic goals can be arrived at.
Why are the Emanuel brothers so un-American? And I'm going to say it like it is. They're both Israelis. Are they not originally from Israel, or are they born here?
I think they're of descent, but I think they were born here.
Well, I know their father fought in the Irgun. Okay, so they come from that genealogy. But why would two American boys who have done so well in this country want to hijack the American way and turn it into something other than the American way? Look, with me, Frank, I'm not going to mince words. These guys are terrifying me. When I read that Ezekiel Emanuel wrote the following, and I want to read it for the audience right now because nobody's going to believe it. Here is a quote, another quote from Rahm Emanuel's brother from Lancet, a very respected British journal, Lancet, January 31, he says, He defends discrimination against older patients. Listen to what Ezekiel Emanuel says, quote, "Unlike allocation by sex or race, allocation by age is not invidious discrimination. You see, every person lives through different life stages," says Ezekiel, rather than being a single age. So even if 25-year-olds receive priority over 65-year-olds, everyone who is 65 years now was previously 25 years. That is absolutely unbelievable to me.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, what's happening now, these are people who've grown up with this far-left liberal attitude that the United States is evil, that all of they have guilt. They have the collective, you want to use the term collective, they've got the collective liberal guilt. The problem is they want everyone else to pay for their guilt, just like they want everyone else to pay for their programs.
Yeah, but this kind of crap was limited to the universities for 30 years. The back wards of mental hospitals are filled with these former LSD cases, and now they're running the country.
Believable to me. And you know what really is even more so is that people who are Jewish people can be supportive of these people.
These quotes from Rahm Emanuel's brother, Ezekiel Emanuel, came to light in a New York Post article of July 24th called Deadly Doctors by Betsy McCarthy. Now, if it was only for the New York Post, you could dismiss it as a scandal writing. But these are quotes of Ezekiel from the Journal of the American Medical Association. These are quotes from him from the Hastings Center report. These are quotes directly from him that he wrote in the Lancet January 31. This is totally amazing. Wait, here's another one. Journal of the American Medical Association, June 18, 2008. Here's Rahm Emanuel's brother, Ezekiel, now a major policy advisor on the so-called health reform. Listen to what he wrote. Here's what Emanuel says. He says, quote, "Hospital rooms in the United States offer more privacy. Physicians' offices are typically more conveniently located and have parking nearby and have more attractive waiting rooms, quote unquote," he means, than necessary. In other words, Americans are getting too good medical care. Isn't that what he's saying? It's not much like the Cuba that he admires. Is that it?
Exactly. That's what he's saying.
So, look, Dr. Rosenblum, you see what's going on now. You see a father goes to a town hall with, what's his name, Dingell, and the father goes berserk, yelling at him and won't take no for an answer. And now Nancy Pelosi calls such protesters un-American. Can you believe this?
That's amazing. It's the very basis upon which America was founded. And the fact is that you know what kind of really fascism these people support. These people support lockstep fascism. I mean, it's like that Peter Singer, who's the famous...
oh, God, I know. He called... I read him years ago. The euthanizer, Peter Singer. Please don't tell me he's advising Obama, please.
I have no doubt that he is. I don't have any proof that he is, but I can't believe that there's not some of him in this.